Check 1 2. All right. Good morning, Unity of Chattanooga. I hope you'll join me, at least on the chorus, for this welcome song. It's really easy, and I'll give you the words if you don't know it later. There is a space in my heart where I find the truth. I find me and you, a truth beyond what you may see now. But when we are one, we bring more good about. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah. There is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. And be who you are and let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. See with new eyes, allow and unfold. Embrace and let go. Trust the flow. There's a freedom in love when you follow your heart. Together we are stronger than we could ever be apart. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah. There is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, come on. Welcome to love, peace. Welcome to peace, to our community. Welcome to our community. Be who you are, be who you are. Let your light shine, let your light shine. We're so much more, we're so much more when we unite, when we unite. You are welcome, welcome here. You are welcome here. And breathe in and out. Slowly feel all that's around you, and all that you feel, and all that you know. Let it go. Welcome to love. Welcome to peace. Welcome to our community. And be who you are. Let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. Yeah, when we unite. Oh, 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 oh. When we unite, yeah, yeah. Oh, when we unite, oh yeah. If you could sing with me, you are welcome here, that'd be great. You are welcome. Love is welcome. Peace is Peace is welcome. I am welcome here. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Memorize the order of service. I'd be so good, right? So thank you. We're gonna go right into a simple chorus as we feel into that great spirit that is already here, present. We just give thanks. And we're just gonna affirm that we are open to being the vessels of that love, open to receiving, feeling, and being that love. So as you open your heart, know that your presence is integral to this service. Wouldn't be the same without you. And if you are ready to affirm receiving and being that love, say yes with me. And I say yes. Great Spirit, I say yes. Father, Mother, I say yes. To your love, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. And I say yes to the power, the oneness. I say yes to prosperity, to joy. I say yes to your love. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Good morning, dear friends. It's really good to see you all this morning. In case you don't know about it, I just want you to know that Penny's mom, Ingley, passed, made her transition on Thursday, early evening, peacefully at home. And so today, right now, I'm lighting the Christ candle in loving memory of Ingley Matthews. So let's just take a few moments to hold Penny and Reverend Doug and their family close in God's loving presence, surrounding them with our love, our compassion, our understanding, and our peace. We love you, Penny and Doug. And we're with you. Now, in this moment of quiet, we deeply connect to the Christ presence within ourselves, within each person sitting here, and each one online. We open our hearts to feel the joy of being here with our Unity family. And we give thanks for the message that will come to us from our dear friend John Stringer Later, as we go forth from this place, we will take all the love, the joy, the peace that we have experienced here with us wherever we go, and we will pass it on. And so it is.
So it is. Yes to your love. Would you help me one more time? Your love, and I say yes. Great Spirit, we sing yes. Father, Mother, we sing yes. To your love, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Oh, okay. I should just stand up here. Don't sit down. Keep this right beside me. There we go. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Too funny. That's right. So don't sit down, right? That's it. So I want to tell y'all real quick about my dear friend Rachel. I don't know if I told you all about her, but I was shown in a vision that I would meet a young lady named Rachel Lynn Sebastian. I wasn't giving her a name, just things about her, that she was a singer, that she was going to work with us to write some music. Long story short, what I didn't know is that she had terminal cancer and that now she's in hospice. What happened is we got to meet her. My wife and I met her at a coffee shop, and we wrote 9 songs together. And before she went into hospice and had to move to Washington, she recorded one last time, and it's this song. And I taught her my method of aligning, allowing, letting go, and just bringing the words through. We wrote it together that way. And it's the only song we got to record. So it'll be coming out, but more importantly, the words. I want you to hear this because it's going to tie into the message. It's a little upbeat. I should have warned you. We'll get there, though. Come on. If you ever find me lost again, wandering outside instead, remind me to find my way back within, 'cause I'm ready to give in. I say, amen, I hold. Just let this freedom grow from your heart. It knows it's that universal life flowing deep in your heart from the beginning and the end. Well, I've been living in a fantasy where I forgot I'm you and I forgot you're me. But now I'm realizing that it's time to be something so much more. Oh, never again separation, never again devaluation, misinterpretation, idealization. We're making a room for soul and body integration, 'cause I'm a new human. I finally see what it means to be, yes, a new human, and I honor everything. Hey, 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 hey. Oh yeah, and I honor everything. So clap your hands, bring your soul to life. Look around in your family's eyes. We're all in this together, right? And we could bring it to the floor tonight. So we're all here to remember love, to give and receive from the essence of knowing that we are all enough to be the visions for our lives. 'Cause I'm a new human. I finally see what it means to be, yes, a new human. And I honor everything. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, yeah, and I honor everything. We are the ones, the wait is done, and we give thanks for everyone. Nobody left behind, we're one, and our illuminating bodies realizing we're divine, 'cause we're the new humans. Yeah, we finally see what it means to be, yes, the new humans. And we honor everything, 'cause we're the new humans. I finally see what it means to be, yes, the new humans. And I honor everything. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, yeah, and I honor everything. Yes, I do. I honor everything. Yes, I honor everything. And I honor everything. Thank you. So thankfully, I remembered I'm going right into the talk. Or no, I'm not. Okay, somebody told me. No, I'm not gonna blame that on anybody else.
What a way to start us off this morning. What a beautiful energy. And you know, we don't have to carry our stuff out with us. We're already sending it out, Lynn. Sarah Lord has a card for everybody to sign, and I want her to talk about that for a second.
I went looking through my stash of cards and couldn't believe that this was on top. It seemed very appropriate for Penny and her mom. Remembering their beautiful song. God gives every person their own unique song. It's one that will play their entire life long. Though the love that they gave and the gifts that they shared, through the memories they made and the dreams that they dared. It's a song filled with beauty and day-to-day grace that plays through until they see God face to face. A song that is heard in the heart loud and clear. A song, if we listen, we'll always still hear. What a beautiful way to celebrate them through the song they lived and the song you'll carry forever in your heart. And then I made this, so there's plenty of room for everybody to sign. And we'll have it on the back table after the service. Thank you.
Already off script, but that's okay. Yeah. Welcome to Unity of Chattanooga's Sunday Celebration Service. My name is Keith Noyes. I'm filling in for Penny today, obviously. It's my pleasure to serve our wonderful community. I also serve on your board of trustees and as the lead our prayer chaplain group. I also want to welcome our Unity family that is watching on Facebook today or will be watching in the future. We love hearing from you, so let us know you are here, and don't forget to share your message and spread the good news. This morning, do we have anyone new here for the first time? We are honored that you have joined us today. Our greeter has a special packet of information about Unity as a church and a New Thought movement. There is a paper on the back you can fill out, put in the offering basket if you would like to receive our bi-monthly newsletter. As a congregation, we share our love and appreciation for you with this special blessing. So everybody warm up your hands. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. The Christ in you refers to that spark of divinity, the very same quality of being that Jesus brought forth in himself and demonstrated in his ministry. Unity is a movement that began as a positive, practical, progressive approach to Christianity, grounded in the teachings of Jesus Christ and the power of prayer, offering an experience of love of a loving God. We combined ancient wisdom teachings with our modern spiritual principles to show how to apply them in our daily lives. This is a place for spiritual seekers of all faiths to find inspiration, guidance, and community. In June, there are two special major events to honor. One is for the LGBTQ plus community, and the other one is for Juneteenth. Both symbolizing the right to be who we were created to be in the eyes of God, with total equality, respect, and basic human rights for all. When I talked to Penny yesterday, she mentioned that this story came up while she was preparing for today and felt like it was a perfect fit. So here it is. Recently, I came upon a sweet story by Steve Hartman, who did a series called On the Road. This one was called A Bond Beyond Biology. It was back in 2017 when these two girls were in preschool. They both sincerely believed and insisted that they were twins. And they had a list of reasons to back it all up. First, they were the same height. Secondly, their birthdays were practically on the same date. The girls also insisted on wearing the same outfits whenever possible, and their moms indulged them in that. One mom made a comment, though. She said they were happy the friendship and kinship of their daughters was shared, but were also saddened by the thought that one day they would have to grow up in a society that would take over. Even back in preschool, one child spoke up one day and said they can't be twins. They don't have the same skin color. Immediately, one of the little girls spoke right up and said, "You don't know what you're talking about. We are twins because we share the same soul." For over 10 years now, they have maintained a bond of sisterhood that divides the cynics. In that spirit, there is a lesson at its core. We are all one. Unity Worldwide Ministries is an ambassador of diversity, equity, and inclusion worldwide. Unity's second basic principle states that we have a divine part of us, a spark of God within us that we are here to express. By its very nature, this supports the idea that we are all equal, regardless of race, color, gender, sexual orientation, or any of the many other differences that humankind expresses. We will always thrive when our hearts come together. Now for some announcements. First, I would like to invite Linda O'Brien up to come and talk about our exciting new upcoming Facebook auction.
Good morning, everybody. So we are starting to collect items for our upcoming online auction, and we'll be on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook but you'd like to participate, it's really fun. Go ahead and sign up for Facebook. But right now we're still collecting items, mostly new items, some very, very gently used items. But the basket is filling, but we're also looking for services. If you have a service that you provide that you would like to create a little flyer for that we can put out there on Facebook, let us know a little bit about what you do. Maybe give us an idea of the value of your service or the items that you are donating. So my goal was maybe to kick it off July 1st, but we're going to need a couple more weeks to continue having the items come in and then actually set up the auction. So, but we'll keep you posted. We're going to have some mystery baskets, which are really fun. But at least one of the baskets will be more of a healing, metaphysical type basket. So what we were going to ask everyone to do, if you have an interesting item at home, a crystal or a rock or something like that you'd like to bring in next Sunday, I'll take all those and we'll create some fun baskets with those. Or any kind of a healing tool. Even if you don't have a service, bring that in. Gift certificates are awesome. We can create some baskets for just gift certificates, or maybe if we have a really big gift certificate, that'll stand alone. But we're really excited about it. And once we kick it off, then we'll invite everybody in the community, and then from there you can invite your friends, so it just makes it bigger. And under each item, it just in comments, people start bidding, and it's really funny. And what people say to other people who outbid them is also a lot of fun. So I'm not sure how, we haven't decided yet. We'll probably run the auction for about 3 or 4 days. And then if anything doesn't sell, we may keep that item for a fall auction, or we may put any item that didn't sell and ask, make me an offer. We're not exactly sure how we're going to do that one yet, but it's a lot of fun. And then we'll remind everybody during the auction, hey, you've got 12 more hours or 5 more hours or whatever the case may be. We're trying to continue to raise money for our building project. So any ideas you have too, please text me and let me know. Bring in your item or your flyer or whatever it is. Put it in the basket in the bookstore. And then next Sunday I'll be here to collect crystals or whatever it is that you have. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Linda. And for more announcements, our Daytime Classic Unity Book Study Group, which meets on Tuesday at 10:45, is going strong. The book we are reading is The Game of Life and How to Play It by Flora Scoville Shin. You can purchase the book online, or you can read it for free on a website called truthunity.net. On Thursdays, July 2nd, Wellness Warriors will meet at noon. Following that, Ann Jager will offer Giving of Light to individuals on a love offering basis, with all proceeds going to the church. Next Saturday, July 4th, Amanda and Steve Adamson are heading up our annual 4th of July barbecue potluck at 4:30. The church will be providing hamburgers, hot dogs, and buns. Please sign up. There's a sign-up sheet on the back table so we can know how much food we need to get. Afterward, a group will head to the river to listen to music and watch fireworks. Anyone is welcome to come along. Here. We're going to start here, and then if they want to go downtown, that's up to them.
Is it going to be a Coolidge Park?
Is it what?
When we go to the river, is it going to be a Coolidge Park?
I think it's on the opposite side. Opposite Park is on Thursday, and on Saturday, it's Riverfront Nights and a drone show with the waterfall fireworks.
And where will it be then? Where will be the access?
It, right by the greens, what is that? Is it?
Near the aquarium.
So Ross's Landing is
okay.
a little bit down from there. It's,
Okay.
yeah, you can't miss it.
Yeah, I know where Ross's Landing
Yeah.
is, I just didn't
So
know.
a little bit closer to the pier.
Yeah.
In between those two.
Now is also the time to sign up for Unity's annual fall retreat at beautiful Lake Juneau, in North Carolina. This year, the keynote speaker will be Pam Grout, who authored the New York Times bestseller book, E Squared. Please see Penny for more information. Next Sunday morning, July 5th, our monthly Power of 8 prayer group will meet following the service at 12:15. Also next Sunday, because our guest speaker had to cancel, we have a special service planned. Instead of one guest speaker, we have invited 5 of our congregants to come up and share an experience in their life that helped them claim their spiritual freedom. You will need to come to find out who they are, though. Now it's time for our meet and greet. I know we could keep on talking till noon, but I think we It's always a pleasure to introduce John Stringer. John is a life teacher, speaker, Billboard charting singer-songwriter, author, award-winning international best-selling author, by the way. Healer, he has a passion for music, community, and alignment with Source. From moment to moment. He currently serves as a partner at the Healing Arts Management and as a host of the Alignment podcast. John is also featured as a new thought leader in a new TV series, Navigating the Clickety-Clack, How to Live a Peace-Filled Life in Seemingly Toxic World, alongside with Joe Vitale and others. After potluck today in the library, learn more about John's offerings, his music, and his books, the Healing Workshop, and his upcoming 2027 Sacred Peru Retreat. Please extend a warm, loving welcome to John Stringer.
Thank you, Keith. You are an amazing being. And by the way, if you didn't know, Keith and Laura will be hosting a wonderful house concert with a dear soul and friend of ours named Cerise Patron. She is also an award-winning, just won a Posse Award this year, in fact. So see them for details. August 1st, thank you, August 1st. So they are amazing souls, as are so many of you here. Always a pleasure to come back. I'm always fascinated, honestly, what Spirit is doing when I walk in these doors, get to see people, see how it unfolds. It's just like life. You just never know what's going to happen, right? Sometimes it's heartwarming and joyous, and sometimes we find ourselves contemplating what is life doing, right? Sometimes we find ourselves needing to take a breath and be present. That's somewhat what the talk is about, the art of energy and frequency mastery. I'll just read you the intro. So you've got your daily practices, your daily spiritual practices down. You're learning to be fully present, mindful, aligned from moment to moment. So what's next? Frequency and energy mastery. Yes, this is what many of us have been learning to master through our practices and what we're being called to as the new humans, both internal and external frequency and energy mastery. So, what is that? What am I talking about? Well, it's that daily quality of thought that you've heard many of us mention before. The law of choice is something you may have heard me talk about, which is the quality of our thinking informing the quality of our experience. But let's go deeper. The thought, as we know, at the deepest levels, informs that quality of our experience of frequency and energy, meaning emotion, for example. How we think about the present, the quality of the thought. Is it resistance or is it acceptance? Is it gratitude or is it peace, joy, anger, disdain, negative judgment? The same situation can be viewed many ways. We choose how to view it. Now, the moment to moment quality of our thoughts informs the transmission we're broadcasting, and we attract experiences that match that quality of experience that we are dominantly creating in our lives within. So, what does that mean? Well, we're either hiding the light of love or shining it. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Whoa, I'm gonna let it shine. And how? By choosing the quality of our thinking through higher levels of consciousness. Now, the next question is, what do we mean by higher levels of consciousness? It's a beautiful word, but what are we talking about? So let me tell you a story. This week, had a wonderful experience that was jarring. And I'll keep confidential the details, but let's just say it was in a living workshop with others. And the response I got when I sought to understand what someone was explaining, how they were offended or hurt, and I had no idea what I'd done. I heard them say something, so I tried to give feedback, and I began to explain. I think you're meaning, are you saying this? Because this thing that I did, it actually meant that. It wasn't what you thought it was. And the response I got was almost a threat, very unexpected. I was like, wow, I thought I was seeking to understand. I thought this would help. It did not help. It was like throwing flame on the fire. And in that moment, I felt confused, which might seem normal, right? Like, what am I missing here? I decided to be present. Normally, what I would do is try to explain more. But something within me in that confusion let me know just to be present and just to open up. And I found it really hard to access higher levels of consciousness. See, when we're in a situation and we're confused, that's not the higher levels of consciousness, right? I was very keenly aware I was not accessing higher levels of consciousness. I'm like somewhat off balance in that situation. And so I'm thinking, okay, let me align. And I'm doing my best, but it's just not getting clearer. They that wait on the I am shall renew their strength. So I waited. I just listened, let the stuff come out, stayed present, continued to align, and just waited. Thankfully, there was another member, several members involved. What proceeded was a masterful demonstration of how to receive, reflect, and provide exactly what was needed. And it didn't come through me. I got to witness it by waiting. Someone else stepped in and apologized because there were many accusations going around. So this person stepped in and demonstrated for me exactly how to do it. Even though there was honestly, I would say, how can I put this? No wrongdoing. There was offense. And so the person took responsibility for the offense and said, you know what? I am so sorry that you were offended. And they didn't do the mistake I made. I tried that. But how many of you know what the mistake I made was? Bingo! I was this many years old when I learned that. Don't explain. Not when they're hurting. Don't do it. I'm like, oh, this person took responsibility. I'm sorry. Going forward, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. No explanation. It's like, now, the ego in me would be like, but, right? It's like, but the conscious mind is like, but why are they taking offense? They're taking this personal, right? It's like, this is something neutral that was done that isn't even offensive. It's like, if they could just see and understand what the real intent was. Ding, 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 ding. That's the ego. The ego and my limited condition thinking is like, but if I just explain it. Their wound is saying, I can't see anything until you acknowledge my pain. Until you connect with me, you got nothing to say that I'm going to hear. What a lesson. Oh, what a lesson. And the feeling of that was a ego death for me, right? It was because I just waited. I watched someone else do it perfectly, and I felt like, can I start over? But we were out of time. I was like, oh man, she did it so well. Wow. And I thanked them afterwards privately, like, that was just masterful. It was such a lesson that when we are confused and when life is hitting us with things that just don't make sense and we don't exactly know how to respond, but that confusion for me showed me go within, and if you don't hear the knowing, wait. Don't do what you normally do. Don't try to attack it and fix it and explain and do this, that, and the other. No, sit back. I stayed still, and what a beautiful miracle transpired. And I changed the way I would normally do it. Now, why am I saying this? Because I think life is a masterful teacher. And the things we are sick of seeing in our lives that are causing us confusion. And that we're like, if we could just explain, if we could just get them to see why this doesn't make sense. We think that's the answer. But oftentimes it's just not. We are not connecting. We are actually creating more separation and resistance. Because what do people really need? Understanding, our example, of limitless love and light, what the world needs most. And in that moment, I had to swallow my pride. I went back and apologized to the person and just said, hey, you know what? In that moment, I forgot who I was. Because I'm not John the personality. I'm not John the guy who has to explain in a situation like that. No, I am the I am that knows. And I was having a hard time remembering in that moment. The I am that knows would not be confused. Right? I just got out of alignment. But we can always get back in alignment. They that wait on the I am shall renew their strength. Mount up on wings like eagles. They should walk and not get weary. They should run and not faint. Might have mixed that up, but that's okay. The reality is when we align with the source and we wait and we listen, it happens. It shows itself. The truth of who we are, that limitless love and light. So I'm bringing all this up because the thought and the quality of my thinking was coming from personality. That's where the confusion was. And I felt not only the confusion, but the hurt. I felt the person's hurt as I was being present. I felt all this energy. And then the words that they were saying, I felt the energy behind them. I didn't take it personal, but I felt it. And it was my job to be the presence, to allow all that to unfold and not take it personally. That part I was able to do, thankfully, and just witness. And it was someone else's turn to demonstrate what I needed to see, what they needed to see, what we all needed to witness, right? In that little circle. So the other lesson is sometimes when we're in that confused state, we learn mastery by mastering the level we're at. The level we're at, if confusion is showing up, that might be our warning sign not to take a step yet. If we're looking at the world and confused as to why is it this way, instead of resisting, insisting that we go within and connect and listen to hear so our misperception can be corrected. What do I mean by misperception? Everything is in divine order. Right? Now that sounds pretty loony when you look at the world and you see things that the ego says, that's not divine order. Either it's true or not, right? Either everything, without exception, is in divine order or not. The ego has a hard time accepting that. But thank you, Source, that we are not the ego. Thank you that it is a construct we have developed that we've identified with and misidentified ourselves as. The personality, the name, it's all good. And many of us, because of the suffering, hallelujah, we're waking up, y'all. We are waking up because the ego has shown us it's not working. You can keep explaining all you want, keep trying to fix the external all you want. Guess what? You're going to be back in the same cycle because that's not the answer. For those of you that this might be like, what is he talking about? It comes down to this. What we're learning and beginning to see is that this design of life is here to remind us of who we are for those of us who are willing to awaken. Remind us that there is a higher knowing, a love, a divine intelligence that is within all of it all the time. And as we begin to align, wait, and allow that guidance to come from higher levels, sometimes it comes through us within, and sometimes we'll see it come through others. Why? Because our neighbor is ourself. And sometimes the divine wants to play a game to allow us to learn how to step back and observe love through one another. and model and remember and remind. And then we get our opportunity to sing our song. But we wait for the timing. And we remember it's time to let go of the old disharmonious tune we've been singing so long. That's been out of key. We start remembering no more when we've had enough, right? So in reality, as we expand in all directions. We begin to feel a sense and experience the depths of the illusion, the polarity, benevolence, nefarious energies, loving, and the appearance of the absence of love. Hate or intent to harm. When my friend was saying those words and appearing like threats, it seemed like there was an intent to harm. The old phrase, hurt people, I was watching it real time, right? Our inner child might want to shrink, and our hearts might want to contract and begin to block the flow of love. As soon as you feel it, you have to instead interrupt that pattern and choose to align, to get present, choose higher levels of consciousness, inquire, and access your genius. You can gain perspective that knows it's all happening for you, transforming your thoughts into seeing perfection, seeing the truth behind the illusion, and realizing the gift of the moment, a gift of love and or an opportunity to give love. Whatever the case, it's all love. So as soon as we align, that power begins to move more freely because we stop misperceiving. We place our eyes elsewhere. When that judgment comes up and I'm confused, why is he doing this? He shouldn't be doing that. I'm just trying to do X, Y, and Z. Why aren't they receiving this? I'm confused. As soon as I take my attention off of the discomfort and I place my attention on getting present and expanding my awareness, suddenly I'm allowing space to see the divine, not the distraction. And I choose no longer to persist in suffering, persist in resistance. Instead, by being present and aligning, I'm literally taking my belief, my energy, my attention out of the confusion, coming within, expanding the awareness, and suddenly opening up to see, okay, I'm with this, but let me behold what's unfolding, because there's only divine order here. So what's mine to do? What's mine to see? Oh, there it is. Oh, now I get it. Oh, I feel the hurt. Oh, I feel this. Okay. Oh, watch how they just dealt with that. Life will show us if we open up. Wake up, oh sleeper, wake up. It is all divine. It is all love. It is all an opportunity, a gift, even when it looks crazy. And it does look crazy sometimes. But I tell you what, man, I'm so grateful for love. Because it heals. It takes us out of judgment. When we look at our world leaders, those who are doing the things we don't like to see, let's just say. Okay. What the world needs is our example of limitless love and light, not judgment. That's the only way we're going to heal. it's not even for them. It's for us. It's pure suffering. There are mirrors. That young man that was lashing out was my mirror. It was me showing me my own consciousness and what it feels like to hurt. Oh, how easy it is to forget where we came from. When we didn't have the ability, well, we always had the ability, when we didn't remember the necessity of listening to the I am and being guided. Oh, how easy it is to forget. But we are reminded by the mirrors around us. Everyone is our neighbor. There's no exclusions. Now, you might want to put a fence up, and that's okay, but don't put a fence up in your heart. As we get closer and closer to the I am, my wife is usually here, by the way, to show me time, and she's not here, so I have no idea how. Don't tell me that. But thank you. I accept the generosity. But as we get closer and closer to that I am, I remember hearing about becoming more like a child, and it's so true. Our hearts begin to feel like we did when we were young, and our minds begin to transform, and we look at the things that people do that harm and intend to hurt and just doesn't make sense, right? And that's where we bring the I am, the great I am, with the child. People call it the inner child. Your heart really does begin, as you remove the blocks and the ickiness and the judgment, your heart just feels like a child again. And then you're like, whoa, that hurts. You start to feel you don't have the walls up. And so everything you're feeling like, oh, that feels interesting. Whoa, I don't like that. It's like suddenly you're deep diving, like deep sea diving, going into the depths of all of what's been created energetically. Many of us are being called to awaken to the power of that. Why? Because it brings heaven and earth together if you remember your lifeline. If you go deep sea fishing without a line, an oxygen line or scuba gear or whatever, well, eventually you get pretty far down and things start to happen and you probably might not make it up, right? You gotta have that oxygen line, that lifeline. You've gotta be prepared. Put on the armor, if you will, right? Well, in life, that expansion that we're going through, those who are awakening, requires an armor, requires a lifeline. And it's the I am. It's that alignment, that presence to be able to listen and ask for and invoke and be guided by that direction as you go into the depths. And so that heart, as soon as something comes up and you're listening, and it guides you, and it helps you keep your focus and not be distracted with judgment, not close the heart off again. And suddenly you're being renewed. 2-year-old is not looking at world leaders judging them. Just saying. We've learned that behavior. Now, does that mean we can't look at what feels like injustice and feel pain? No, it doesn't feel good. Can we look at our loved ones transitioning and not grieve? No. If you're a child, you will cry. It's not that. It's the ability to bring the I am to comfort you. The spirit that comforts. The spirit that guides you and knows and directs you, that is love and helps you see the perfection and teaches you. That spirit is your higher self. So what you are really doing is bringing the childlike embodiment of earth to the heaven celestial higher self and integrating them, bringing them together And when you do that, you begin to heal the self and you begin to put it out there. You begin to demonstrate the limitless love and light within, and you begin to give it where it is needed. So as soon as we align, we feel that power of the great I am lifting our souls out of the struggle and guiding us to the light that is in every moment, the love that is at our essence and power to transmute every energy, every trauma, every block, every chain, break them, transforming our lives into magical, mystical, wondrous rides. Let there be light, let there be love, and as our souls rejoice singing, welcome to the new world. We are the new humans. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and the time is now, my friends. The source of life is waiting for you to say yes. Waiting for you to remember you are the answer to every moment, the vessel of the great I am. No matter your circumstances, no matter the pain of the past, no matter the perceived limitations, hurts, and issues, you can learn to love again because you are love. It is a remembrance of who you are, not a change to something you aren't. So please know that in every moment, the limitless possibilities are yours to choose. Now, let's just make this practical, and I'll end with this. In those moments of challenge, irritations, resistance, negative judgment coming from within, whether small or perceived big, it is yours to choose how to handle them moment to moment. If you choose to let limited condition thinking continue, you're diving without the lifeline. And you build momentum vibrationally of lack, resistance, and suffering. And suddenly you feel yourself spiraling, drowning, wondering why life has to be this way, and sick of being like this. Maybe even blaming life. Not taking responsibility for your own quality of thinking, your own energy, your own frequency. Instead, pointing the finger, screaming at injustice, all the while unjustly judging yourself and everything you see as unfavorable, unwanted, and unworthy of your acceptance and love. Thus, as you think, so shall it be. The quality of your experience. How do we adjust that? We simply choose differently. Interrupt the pattern, align, allow, let go, and know we are the ones to practice this so we can master choosing frequencies that align with the innate desire of the God within us. The God spark within us, the source of our desire. It is the righteous desire that must be refined through us, not projected into the external, but mastered in the internal. So we collapse separation, give ourselves fulfillment through amplifying, clarifying intention, and our frequencies being fulfilled. It is our power as creators in the image of the one creator, extensions of the source itself. Wake up, O sleeper, and know that ye are gods. Ye are the sons and daughters of the Most High. Do you really think you are powerless? No, you are here to choose. And if you choose to practice aligning with the source, clarifying your intention, and generating internal states that bring fulfillment, empowerment, and acceptance, oneness, you will shine the light of limitless love and light to the world and give yourself and all that is what it is seeking and needing most. Who will be the light bearer? Who will be the ones to answer the call of love today? right now. Let's go within and do exactly that. Invite you to take a breath with me. Release. I want to simply feel into that wonderful love and light that we are. As you breathe and relax. Just feel into maybe what your week was like. And if there's anything that has come up that you're reminded might need a shift to allow you to fully accept, might need to release judgment. Maybe there's something you've been holding on to. You're ready to let go. Or maybe it's the way you've been looking at someone. Energy, judgments you've been holding, knowing that they are the essence of God as well. Our mirrors. I want you to bring that to mind. And let us imagine together a global bonfire in the sky, a divine golden light, roaring and ready to receive every judgment, every block, every hurt, everything we've ever held against anyone, including ourselves. I want you to simply cast these yokes, these bonds, these chains into that blazing, roaring, golden light. And imagine them being transmuted. I want you to take off these chains, these yokes, cast them into the transmutating fire. And if there's anything left, we simply ask that higher self that knows to take it away. And what I want you to do right now is simply tone and hum what you feel as you release. We're going to make a joyful noise of healing together for our meditation. We give thanks to the ascended masters who have come and shown the way, and we give thanks for our ascended mastery. Knowing it is already done, we're simply integrating in this moment the love, the light that we are, remembering our oneness, our perfection, and our power. We give thanks for these reminders. May we take this love, this light, may we take this purity, this openness of heart with us in each moment. So as soon as we feel our hearts begin to close, we come back to the one, the I am, the love. And we know that it is safe to do so no matter what unfolds because we are eternal. Thank you, O Source, for these reminders. Take a breath with me. Release. Thank you for these reminders. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Namaste. Okay, I was just making sure somebody else was getting up. I didn't bring this with me. Thank you.
Kidding. And so I just really appreciate y'all for, hey, I said y'all, Jesus. It's going to be 4 years. Next week is going to be 4 years since Laura and I have been here, so I'm leaning into it. I'm leaning into it. Yeah. But again, thank you for those wonderful words of encouragement, John. This is the time in our service now when we have the opportunity to give back, where we have the opportunity to put into flow some of that energy that John was talking about, because we do have some growth, expansion. We've doubled in size in the past 2 years, and we're still growing. So I invite people. There is $1 million bill sitting on our donation little box here. It's not real. So we don't actually have $1 million yet. So if you want to feed a little bit into that little box, as a little extra, it does, 100% goes to our building fund. But right now, we're blessed with the abundance of our community and the abundance in our lives, and living by example. So I invite everyone, let's do our offering statement together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I receive in abundance.
Oh, lift my heart. Oh, lift my soul. Nice timing.
It's Infinite Spirit. Infinite Spirit, thank you for these blessings. Thank you for these gifts. Thank you for our wonderful community that loves and supports us. We keep our air conditioning on. We keep our electricity growing. We grow and spread love and compassion and understanding with our gifts. Thank you so much. So
So
Hope everyone can join us for fellowship after the service. John's going to be in the back with his stuff. And I can't say what that meant today. Your talk was just outstanding. Lynn's going to be in the back office for prayer if anybody needs personal prayer. You can see what she did this morning. She's wonderful at what she does. So, and now it's time for our peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God our Creator, in oneness all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Woo-hoo. Thank you all for being here. We're going to clear out the chairs, put up some tables, and have some food.